The world went quiet once. Not silent, just still. The kind of stillness that makes you listen harder. The kind that hums beneath your ribs and tell you something's coming. Not from outside you, but through you. That's where I was. Not at a pulpit, not behind a mic. Just a man standing in the echo of everything he'd survived, realizing that God wasn't done speaking. He was just waiting for me to answer. And when that voice finally rose, not to perform, but to proclaim, heaven matched the pitch. That's the call. Not a career, not a title, a response. To every night I begged God for strength and he gave me surrender instead. To every time I said, use me, and he said, then move. To every person still waiting for their sign, not realizing they are the sign. So I speak now not from a platform, but from the flame. Because once you walked through fire and found purpose in the ashes, you stop whispering prayers like wishes. You start living them. And when that voice rises again, in you, in me, in every soul tired of waiting for revival, it won't sound like a sermon. It'll sound like movement. This is the call for the sparks who've been sitting in silence, wondering if the world still needs their light. It does. For the dreamers who've mistaken delay for denial. It's not. For the ones who feel disqualified by what they've been through. That's exactly why you've been chosen. The big yard was the beginning. This is ignition. Because the same voice that whispered on Brown Hill now echoes across hearts ready to burn again. Not with flame, but with faith. Not for applause, but for alignment. Not to be seen, but to see. So wherever you are right now, in a church, in a car, in the middle of your own fight, hear me. He's still calling. The sound hasn't changed. The listener has. And if you've read this far, maybe you weren't just reading. Maybe you were being reminded. It wasn't thunder this time. It wasn't healing falling like fire or a miracle bursting through pain. It was breath. It was heartbeat. It was the calm that comes when you stop asking for proof and started listening for purpose. And in that stillness, I heard it again. That voice. Only now it didn't sound like something calling me out of pain. It sounded like something calling me into power. You see, the big yard was never just dirt. It was preparation. The hill wasn't just home. It was training ground. Every loss, every ache, every unanswered prayer was God teaching me the sound of his silence. Because sometimes silence isn't punishment, it's positioning. I learned that the hard way. When the body broke, the spirit woke. When the dream cracked, the purpose poured out. Because when the noise fades and the lights dim and the world gets quiet again, you'll know it. That same hum under your ribs, that same voice saying, now it's your turn. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not finished.